diplomacy, real mixed messages from Iran about whether they are even going to come to these talks in Islamabad, and still questions about when the US delegation might arrive, with so many things to discuss, not just the Strait of Hormuz, but the question of how to remove the uranium that is in Iran, that highly enriched uranium, whether or not Iran will freeze the enrichment of uranium, and of course, questions about its missiles and drones that it's used to target its regional neighbours. Keir Simmons, NBC News, Islamabad.
Well, and we'll take a look at gas prices. According to AAA, right now in California, the average for a gallon of regular unleaded is $5.84, which is about 5 cents cheaper than the same time last week. In Sacramento County, it's $5.71. In Yolo, $5.69. In San Joaquin County, $5.65. And Stanislaus County, $5.63. And as the cost of gas goes down slowly, the price of oil is going up. The U.S. benchmark WTI crude is fluctuating near the high 80s. That's after reaching the low 80s last week. Brent crude is showing a similar rebound right now. The swing is because of some dimming hopes that the war with Iran will end soon. Right now, stocks are taking a bit of a dive, not too bad, just down about 38 points for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. But look at this. We're back above the 49,000 mark in that record high territory between 49 and 50,000 for the Dow. The NASDAQ is up 365, S&P 500 up 84 points right now. So investors seem to be reacting positively for the most part. Southern California woman is facing charges accused of helping Iran sell weapons overseas, and this isn't in connection with the ongoing war. Investigators say 44-year-old Shamim Mafi was taken into custody at LAX while trying to fly to Turkey. She's accused of helping Iran sell hundreds of millions of dollars in weapons and ammunition to the nation of Sudan, violating decades-old U.S. sanctions. Investigators say Mafi called and met with an Iranian intelligence officer dozens of times and used her business in the Middle East to take payments from Sudan for the weapons. She's now facing up to 20 years in federal prison. In the meantime, new polling by NBC shows that President Donald Trump's approval rating has hit its lowest point since he began his second term. And we should note this was taken before the latest incident in the Strait of Hormuz. Overall, just 37% of the more than 32,000 Americans approved of the president's performance, while 63% disapproved. When asked about the president's handling of the war in Iran, 54% said they strongly disapprove, and more than half of Americans say the U.S. shouldn't take further military action. 23% said all options should be considered, including using ground forces, and 16% said operations should continue, but only with airstrikes. Today marks the 27 years since the Columbine High School massacre in Littleton, Colorado. In 1999, two students opened fire inside the school, killing 12 students and a teacher before taking their own lives. Investigators later revealed the pair had planned the assault in advance. They recorded videos about what they were going to do and apologized to their parents. A memorial now stands beside the school, honoring those lost and the lasting impact of that day at Columbine. Some Georgia firefighters saved a life their first night in Indianapolis for a convention. Gunfire erupted outside a White Castle early Sunday morning while crews were inside. The three firefighters from Georgia were in the area for the fire department instructors conference. And once they made sure it was safe, they took action. They say the victim had been shot multiple times in the neck, hip, and stomach. The firefighters were in the right place at the right time, and they knew exactly what to do to help.
I grabbed some gloves and napkins, and then we went out there and started trying to just assess them.
And we just started dressing the wounds the best we could until ambulance got there.
We kind of know what to do and expect, so we didn't really have to talk much. We just kind of just went there and got the job done.
I taught the PD and kind of give them a rundown so they can let the incoming ambulance crew know. We helped load them up, and they're probably on scene less than 2 minutes and they're out to the hospital.
Shooting victim was critically hurt but alive thanks to the out-of-state crews. An Oklahoma high school crowned their principal as prom king after he stopped a school shooting. Pauls Valley High School principal Kirk Moore was crowned king this last weekend. There he is. He got loud cheers and chants from a grateful student body. The video released by the school district shows the moment Moore stepped into action. Really dove into action right there. In the video from April 7th, you can see the former student entered the school lobby and fired a pistol. The principal then wrestles the suspect onto the bench, keeps him disarmed until police got there. And according to court records, Moore was shot in the leg during the incident. No students were hurt in the attack. That principal really saved the day. Supreme Court has agreed to review a Colorado anti-discrimination law. It requires preschools receiving state funds to enroll all eligible children, including those of same-sex couples. 2 Catholic parishes in Colorado and a family whose children attended one of those parishes' Catholic schools sued. Their suit claimed the non-discrimination provision violated the First Amendment's free exercise clause. The Supreme Court will now decide what to do when school leaders assert that anti-discrimination laws intended to protect gay and transgender people conflict with their religious beliefs. Still ahead, saving more at the grocery store. Coming up in today's Consumer Reports, we're going to find out